you know.
Oh, yeah. So it ain't nothing. You know how we do it. We don't we are what you call organized confusion. So
Oh
we'll
yeah,
kick it off. We'll kick it off however we kick it off. You know what I'm saying? Every football game ain't kicked off the same way. Some is an onside kick.
some is an onside kick, bro.
So you know what I'm saying?
And then
So
they
okay,
end up scoring. You know what I'm saying?
you never know. You
Yeah,
never know, my boy.
scoring.
So look, you got Naaman and Gehazi
Mm-hmm.
and Elisha or Elisha, depending on the pronunciation. But it's spelled Elisha. And Naaman was a captain of Syrian army. He's a captain of the Syrian army. So Naaman heard about Elisha, the prophet, who was
Mm-hmm.
doing miraculous things. So he traveled to find Elisha. And when he found him, he asked him if it was something that he could do to cure him of the leprosy. And so Elisha told him, go to the Jordan River and dip yourself 7 times.
Baptized. Mm.
Nope.
That's
The
not
dip, is,
just dip, no baptism. Just
dip yourself 7 times. It don't even use the word baptism.
mm.
So go and dip yourself 7 times in the Jordan River. It's something special about that Jordan River, ain't it, bro?
Yeah. Hey, look, you know, that's why I said that's what made me say baptized. Cause I'm like,
Yep.
bro, it's always something with this Jordan River, something in that Jordan River, something miraculous. You know what I mean?
Yep. So okay, so Naaman, uh, Naaman, Naaman did it. He went and dipped himself 7 times in the Jordan River, just as Elisha the prophet told him to do. When he did it, he was cured of his leprosy.
Mm.
Okay, he returned to Elisha and he told him a reward is offered because, bruh, hey, you came through for me. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
You cured me.
That
You did
leprosy
what,
gone.
bro. You did what no other could do.
Yeah. Yeah.
But this also speaks of the importance of Elisha, the connection that he had to have with the Most High. He could just tell you, "Hey, go do this, and it'll be gone." Can't nobody else grant him no power like that but the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, so which also brings out a different definition of a prophet. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We already know a couple definitions of a prophet, but this kind of gives you another characteristic of what a prophet could be capable of. You know what I'm saying? The Most High can use them. Okay, so he offered Elisha the reward, and Elisha refused the reward. Told him, "Hey, no, I don't. That ain't what I do this for." Which also speaks volume in the character of Elisha the
Mm-hmm.
prophet or Elisha the prophet. Okay, so as Naaman left, Gehazi, the servant of Elisha or Elisha, he catches up with Naaman and he tell him, "Hey, look, the rewards that you were trying to give my master, he sent me to come and get that."
Mm-hmm. That's kind of is that back doors, bro? Am I tripping?
That's backdoor.
That's back doors, bro.
That boy backdoored.
That's tough.
And he trying to get some a reward for something that he didn't do. You ain't. I mean, what did you do?
Mm.
What did you do to deserve it? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's crazy to get backdoored on somebody else's behalf, though. They ain't even have nothing to put in, nothing. Just be
But
like,
you got
yeah,
to know that Naaman was so happy, so relieved from what he just came through. I don't care who get the reward. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
I'm gonna get this reward out
No,
because man, no more leprosy.
I, I plan on giving it away anyway. So he dropped it off, everything. You know what I'm saying? Just dropped them off stuff. Bow, 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 bow. All types of wealth. Gehazi shoot back to the crib. When he get there, he's met by Elisha, the prophet, or
Yeah.
Elisha, the prophet. And he told him, I know what you did, bro. I know what you did. You went for the finesse move and you got some wealth in a dishonest way. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
You got this wealth by means of sabotage. You on some, come on, bro. That's not how it's supposed to go. So I'm gonna tell you what Elisha the prophet did. He told Gehazi that that condition of leprosy that I just took off of Naaman,
Yeah.
I'm putting it on you.
Ooh, boy. What?
Not only am I putting this condition of leprosy on you, you and all your descendants will have this.
Boy, you just messed up the generations.
So this is the second time that I know of that a punishment in the Bible, which you already know, the Most High punished Moses' sister
So,
because her and Aaron was picking at Moses for talking to an Ethiopian woman.
for sure.
And you know what he did to her as a punishment?
Yeah, well, leprosy too.
Turned her white. So this is the second time that being turned white that I know of was used as a punishment. Now the question that I have for you, Dark, is if Gehazi and all his descendants are going to be born with leprosy, born white, are they A, still white today? And B, how do we determine them from another white person? Would they look like a albino or would they look like an Edomite?
If we thinking that leprosy, it's gonna be it's gonna be spotted. But see, that's gonna be hard to
No,
determine.
no. I know some people
So,
that today that are completely like vitiligo. Their
mm-hmm.
entire body it started out spotted,
Yeah.
but their entire body is covered.
Mm-hmm.
And I also know some people where that runs in the bloodline.
Yeah.
The mother has it, daughter has it, son has it, grandson.
Mm.
Would these be descendants of Gehazi? And like I said, is this how will we determine? How will we know that this is because they technically, if you're Israelite, you're Israelite. It's not about color.
Right. It ain't.
It's about lineage, nationality, bloodline, pedigree. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. So Koi said she say that there might be albino.
She said she think they might look like an albino,
But
which is,
see,
we don't know that this is something that I don't know. So I'm just asking, is that a
it'll
good
be hard
question?
to determine. Yeah, because you won't be able to determine that. You'll be looking at them and you'll just be like, what y'all gonna check on their box when it's time to market? You know what I'm saying? What
Tough,
y'all gonna
man.
check? Y'all gonna check African American? Y'all gonna check white, black? You know what I'm saying? What you gonna check on that box?
Man, but what type of power did Elisha the prophet have to be
Yeah,
able to transfer that as a
or
punishment right
mm-hmm.
there? Wow.
Boom! I told you how to get. I told you what to do to get rid of it. Then I can boom redirect this right back to you.
Woo wee.
I don't know why I thought about not saying Elijah was, but it says somewhere in the Bible where you will carry out miracles in my name. You will do you know what I'm saying, do good deeds and do
Mm-hmm.
so it made me think
Cold blooded.
about it.
Man. Are there prophets today that have this type of ability? Do the most high, I always check others.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, yeah, that's a That's a good box to check though, Sister Quay. I ain't gonna lie.
I
That's a
always check others if I can as well.
that's a good box to check. Cause who finna even? Why? Why you even? Why you want to make me a statistic for? Cause I don't feel that my race form. You know what I mean?
Man, I know
But
exactly.
that's a good question though, bro. The determine. But see, like you said, you had to go back to a father, and that's the
Of
only
course,
way. That's
of
the
course,
only way.
that's what it's about.
But yeah, it'll be hard to just go off of like by looking or just by
But
visual.
ain't that something tough to just think about? Ain't that something good to just think about and marinate on and say,
Yeah.
hmm.
Was this my ancestor?
Have you ever heard of that story? I mean, did you know that
Yeah.
happened?
I
You know,
ain't never heard of that
like
story for sure.
that's cold blooded.
Yeah, it definitely is. It definitely is. I was gonna read First Corinthians 21, and that's it's talking about King David, and it's about how the angel pulled up in the midst of battle. You know what I'm saying? And the sword, bro. It said the sword hovered over Jerusalem. Do you understand what that means?
Yeah,
Let
that's
me
tough.
let me
Bring it
start.
out though.
Let me start. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen too, cause I got y'all today. I'm trying to be fluent, and my computer done updated today, and we gonna be alright today, y'all.
How that been it then?
This gonna be First Corinthians, chapter 21. We're gonna start from verse 1. And Satan stood up against Israel and provoked David to number Israel. And David said to Joab and to the rulers of the people, go number Israel from Beersheba even to Dan, and bring the number of them to me, that I may know it. And Joab answered, the Lord make his people, and Salaki, the Lord make his people 100 times so many more. Let me read on here. Give me one moment. So, why you ain't- All right, I'm start back it again. And Joel answered, make his people 100 times so many more as they be. But my lord the king, are they not all my lord's servants? Why then doth my lord require this thing? Why would he be a cause of trespass to Israel? Nevertheless, the king word prevailed against Joab. Wherefore Joab departed and went throughout all Israel and came to Jerusalem. And Joab gave the sum of the number and the people unto David, and all they of Israel were 1,000, or 1,000,000, and 100,000 men that drew sword. And Judah was 400 threescore, and 3,000 men that drew sword. But Levi and Benjamin counted he not among them, for the king word was abominable to Joab. And God was displeased with this thing. Therefore he smote Israel, or smote. And David said unto God, I have sinned greatly because I have done this thing. But now I beseech thee, do away the iniquity of thy servant, for I have done very foolishly. And the Lord spake unto Gad, David, she is saying, go and tell David, saying, thus saith the Lord, I offer thee three things. Choose thee one of them, and I may do it unto thee. So Gad came to David and said unto him, Thus saith the Lord, chose thee. Either 3 years famine, they gonna do it on 3 years trying to eat, bro.
Tough,
Or,
man.
or 3 months to be destroyed before thy foe, while that the sword of thine enemies overtake thee, or else 3 days the sword of the Lord, even even the even the pestilence in the land, and the angel of the Lord destroying throughout all the coasts of Israel. Now therefore advise thyself what word I shall bring him. Shalaki, what word I shall bring again to him that sent me. Bro, I'm gonna stop right there. If you had to pick, bro, if
Man,
you had to pick, bro, would you pick famine? Would you let the enemy overtake you? Or would you say, hey, Yahweh, come on through with that sword, man? You know what I'm saying? Would you say, Yahweh, come through with that sword, man? What you picking, bro? I know what I'm picking, because why would I pick anything else? After
you
three,
wanna
bro, what would you pick?
you wanna be a martyr anyway.
I mean, for the most high, for sure.
You wanna be a
For the
martyr
most
for the Most High.
for the most high.
So you wanna stand on it, man. That's why you gotta understand that even in certain situations that is going to isolate you. Let's say you got a group of people. Y'all can even be on, you know what I'm saying, standing on the same things at times. But it's also going to be times that certain things are going to isolate you
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to put you in a vulnerable predicament. Now, do you at that point be wise as a serpent? Of course you do. But you want to be a martyr at the same time, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
You want to be a martyr at the same time. So which one you saying you'll choose?
I'm calling the Lord instantly. Come on through with that sword, sir. Cause I wanna see it anyway. You know what I'm saying? I wanna see what the Lord come. I wanna see how the Lord handle this
No doubt.
directly. This is
What
like a
would
direct.
what
This
would
is
Yahweh do?
yeah. This is a direct. This is no middleman, bro. No middleman.
I'm with
I
you on that.
I look at famine, and I look at all those bad. Now you getting took over by your enemy. That means you finna get recultured. You probably finna lose your faith. Cause you either gonna have to be a martyr or you gonna die. You understand what I'm saying?
For real.
But the sword of the Lord, yeah, this shit on
I
it's
mean,
on both ends
it's not really a hard question for real. You know what I'm saying?
for sure.
I know you know which way you gotta go on that.
So it said on 13 it said, and David said unto Gad, I am great, I am in a great strait. Let me fall now unto the hand of the Lord, for very great are his mercies. But let me not fall into the hand of man. All praise. So the Lord sent pestilence upon Israel, and there fell of Israel 70,000 men. And God sent an angel unto Jerusalem to destroy it. And as he was destroying, the Lord beheld, and he re- so like, and repented him of the evil, and said to the angel that destroyed, Is it enough? Stay, stay now thine hand. And the angel of the Lord stood by the threshing floor of Ornan the Jebusite, Salakia. And David lifted up his eyes and saw the angel of the Lord stand between earth and heaven, having a drawn sword in his hand stretched out over Jerusalem. Then David and the elders of Israel who were clothed in sackcloth fell upon their faces. Boy, could you imagine? Could you imagine? And it wasn't no skyscrapers or nothing like that during, you know what I mean? If
Mm-hmm.
it was, it wasn't not like that angel. That angel would have bumped into that, and you know what I mean?
Exactly what
But
you're saying.
that being said, that's probably the first time that anybody ever seen something that
Like
tall.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that like we talking about like the Goliath. You know what I'm
Man,
saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
Instead, it was the angel of the Lord. So it's like, what do you do during that time? Do you just like I'd have been down face first too on the ground praying too, you know what I'm saying? I'd have been doing all that too. But at the same time, I'd have been stuck so engaged. I just been stuck just looking like how? What? When?
Real, man. You know, everything was bigger then too, though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Oh
Everything was
yeah.
big. But you know, you gotta you gotta be able to stand on it. At the same time, you know, a lot of people out here will choose to be. They'll misinterpret that scripture that says be wide as a serpent. They misinterpret it and use it uh, in the wrong way.
Mm-hmm.
Use it to coward out of certain situations. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
When things seem too tough, when stuff seems too big in front of you, the hurdle seem high, the speed bump heavy, they'll they'll tuck their tail and say, "Well, I was being wise, so I gotta survive and save my kids. I gotta survive and feed my family." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But at certain times when you gotta be a martyr, bro, you just gotta stand on it. Whatever come behind it, gonna come behind it, man. That'll speak in
Yeah, I can't
volume to
go.
my children to see I stood up. It's just like how everybody sit around when they put the knee on the they put their knee on the back of their brother's neck and nobody moved.
Mm-hmm.
All it would take is one person to move and he would be alive.
Yeah.
More than one might have been
Push
hurt. He'd
push
have been hurt.
the
You'd have been hurt.
push
You'd
that
have been hurt.
police
You'd have been
off
hurt.
of us so much.
Bruh, he'd have been alive though, man. Throw a rock. You ain't gotta
Mm-hmm.
you ain't gotta run up there, put your hand, don't throw something at him. Do something, bruh. Stand for
Something.
something, bruh. Stand for something. Hey, get you got second Maccabees?
I got you, bro. I got all them today.
Man, give me second Maccabees, bruh. 6 and 18. Second Maccabees 6 and 18, man.
Second Maccabees 6:18 says, Elizar, one of the principal scribes, an aged man, and of a well favored countenance,
Well favored countenance.
well well favored countenance. Why they look like a you? Was constrained to open his mouth and to eat swine's flesh.
And go to 19. What 19 say?
Okay. But he cursing, but he choosing rather to die gloriously. They gotta be choosing.
It
Why they
is.
spell it like
See
that?
what you
He
got.
choosing
You
rather to die glorious.
Salakia, bro. You what you using is the
Hmm?
old English. It's old English. Wasn't no V's. You
Yeah,
know what
yeah,
I'm
yeah, yeah.
saying?
I got you. I
Was
got you.
you know? So it's certain vowels and stuff that's gonna be out of place. On it.
but him choosing rather to die gloriously than to lie stained with such an abomination, spit it forth and came out of his own accord to the torment.
So what they're saying is Eleazar was held constrained. He was constrained. They hold him down and open his mouth and forced swine in his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
You can eat this swine. He spit it out, spit it at him, and came forth of his own accord to the torment. Because he know they finna torture him behind it. Man, gonna kill me.
Hey,
Gonna
bro,
kill
why
me.
they force him to, bro? They force him to eat the pig, bro. Is
The
that not
same way
crazy?
they do it today. They just got a more subtle approach. But the council then came up with plans to make sure, man, let's put it in their toothpaste, bro. They'll never read the ingredients to their toothpaste. Let's put it in their peach rings. They'll never read the ingredients to their peach ring. You can't go to the store and buy pastry. You want to get a donut? You better read the ingredients in the back of it.
Mm-hmm.
You can't get a vegetables. You get a can of greens that's in the can,
Mm-hmm.
pork in it. Do you realize that when me and my rib go shopping and we get like a beef Polish sausage or a beef frank,
Mm-hmm.
the beef Polish sausage, if it doesn't specify that the skin that it's in is beef, even though that it's beef, it's in a pork skin.
Mm-hmm.
You telling me I go out of my way to make sure that I get a beef sausage? It's still in a pork skin? What is it beef for then?
How do you do that? How you go out your way to just take the beef skin off and just say, hey, nah, let's put some.
Because when they're making sausages, it come out of a machine and it loads into a skin. Picture like a long tube, almost like an intestine, like a chip.
Oh yeah, I understand what you're saying.
It loads up in there, and so even though it's beef, we load it into pork. They go out of their way to force feed us, bro. And we got to spit it out, and we got to, man, I'd rather die. But you see, Eleazar, he, man, torture me. Go on and bring me mine. That's a martyr right there, bro.
Yeah.
That's a real martyr right there. No excuses. No excuses. We use the excuse that we in the land of captivity. Man, we in the land of captivity. It's hard to do. He was a captive. He was in real captivity.
Yeah, he was a real deal. I'm talking about in captivity.
Literally.
In captivity. You know what I'm saying?
Literally. That's what I'm saying.
In captivity.
And we make up excuses like, well, bro, you know, this the only day I get to do this. So I got to do this. This the only one that I could find, so I had to buy this one. We make excuses after excuses after excuses, bro. And the thing about it is, it's my job to rebuke you. You my brother, it's my job to rebuke you.
Mm-hmm.
At what point am I gonna realize, man, bro just ain't, he just ain't gonna get it. And what I'm saying is, they don't mean give up.
Yeah.
But at some point, I have to unadd myself from the equation, because eventually your ways will rub off on me. Even if by accident.
Then we got to start back over again. You know what I mean?
Man, it's tough out here. Bro, it's tough out here, man. Everybody got situations. All of us got situations that we fight. And we fighting. But it's an uphill fight, bro. It's an uphill fight. We can't say I'm trying to find myself and use that as an excuse. How long you gonna take to find yourself, man? What does that even mean? got to get in that book to find yourself. Because
So
we
wait,
got great examples, man. We got great examples, bro. Let me I'm gonna jump on something. I know I be skipping around, bro.
no, that's how we do it though, man.
You
We
right,
let it go. You know what I'm saying? We
right.
ain't gonna.
Hey, look, we ain't doing another. Hey, this Bible time story.
Yeah,
You
this
know what I'm
Bible
saying?
time story.
Yeah, something to marinate on. I'm gonna go into Luke 10:3,
Okay.
and this is some of them things that you can take and you can use in life, bro. The Bible gives us all type of tools, compasses, flints for different situations. You don't put a compass in your pocket and plan to go get lost. But just in case I get lost, I got a compass. Just in case I need to build a fire, I got flint on me. Just in case they do
Luke
jump sideways, I got a pistol.
Luke
Yeah,
10
Luke
and 3
10 and
says,
3.
go your ways. Behold, I send you forth as lambs among wolves.
That's what we were talking about earlier. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Sheep among wolves. Keep going.
Carry neither purse nor scrip nor shoes, and salute no man by the way. And into whoever house ye enter, first say, Peace be to this house. And in some so like, and if the sum of peace be there, your peace shall rest upon it. It not if not, it shall turn to you again. And in the same house remain, eating and drinking such things as thy Salakia. What is that?
Give.
Give. For the laborer is worth of his hire. Go not from house to house, and into whatever city ye enter, and they rescue you. Eat such things as are set before you.
All right. So look, Salaki. What it said was, go out. I'm sending you out as lamb among sheep. Don't take a purse, a bag, or sandals, and don't greet anyone on the road. It also says, when you go into somebody's house, first say, may this house be blessed with peace. What you got to
That's a
understand with
that's a new
what
one
he's
right there for me, bro. Like going in a house and saying peace be to this house. I just learned that right there.
so, but what you want to do is you want to ask, may may this house be blessed with peace?
Okay.
Because we can't force this on nobody. You see what I'm saying? Us
Hmm.
going to everybody and just dropping it off. Some people don't even want that. Some people don't want it. Now we tried. Therefore, you ask, may this house be blessed with peace? Then it says, if someone in there loves peace, then your blessing of peace will rest on him. But if they don't, then it said it'll return to you. They might not want peace. They might not want to hear what we talking about, bro. They might not want to hear the laws of the Bible. It's people out there that don't want to come out the matrix.
Hmm.
They don't want to come out, dog. So we
That
had to
makes
keep in
us
our
be
mind.
comfortable. That makes us be
Hey,
comfortable to some people,
hey,
man. It'd be
they said ignorance. They said ignorance is bliss.
yeah. You're right, bro.
Ignorance is bliss. Sometime until you know you sick, you don't feel sick. What can I say? But they said you got to go and ask, do you want this house? Ain't that a crazy question for me to have to ask? Do you want your house to have peace? Can I bless this house with peace? Is it okay if I bless this house with peace? But the true reality, the harsh reality is that some people don't want peace. For a while, I couldn't understand why people don't want to be around me. I'm better now. I'm better than I was. Now, when I was a smoking, fornicating, adulterous, heathen, stealing, lying, getting out on people, finessing, oh, I was the great person to be around. I had a great reputation in the streets, quote unquote. But now that I love the Most High, now that I have something good to talk about, now that I'm following all the laws, statutes, and commandments, people don't want to be around me. Even those that say they follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. Why would someone that say they follow the laws, statutes, and commandments don't want to be around someone else that follow the laws, statutes, and commandments? Because you are a reflection of what there is to be, what you can be, how hard you can go. You are a reflection of no excuses. You are the epitome of what can be done. And if you standing next to me and I am not that, damn, I gotta accept that I'm not that, and I gotta go harder. Some people, some men or some women ruin a great relationship, dog. They'll ruin a great relationship with a great person only because that person won't let them get away with no crap. That's crazy.
Yeah.
You don't want to be with a great person just because they're gonna hold you to a certain standard. Just because I say we shouldn't celebrate these holidays, why we can't celebrate every other day? It's over 300 days in a year. We got plenty to choose from to celebrate. Why we gotta go out to eat on this day? You're only born one time. Why we celebrate that annually? Why we can't just pick a day to be glad to be alive and let's go out on that day? Because now I'm holding you at a standard. And so you would rather be around other people that aren't striving for perfection. Therefore, they can't say nothing to you when you slip up. They don't want to be around nobody that's on their P's and Q's, bro. But we have to know that everybody don't want this. So we have to say, may I bless your house with peace. But then it also says, this is important. Eat and drink anything that is given to you in that house. What do you get from that metaphorically? What does that mean to you, Dark?
It's almost disrespectful to turn down
That's right.
Such things as food and just anything that's offered as a guest in someone's house. It's almost like even if they having dinner or something, you like, nah, I'm good. I don't want no plate or nothing. That's kind of disrespectful.
That's right.
And in a lot of people's houses. Now, some people, they'll be like, oh, well, just take it with you. You'll be all right. Just take it with you. You ain't got to eat it now. But it's still somewhat a form of disrespect because you're going to take it with you, but you only want to sit down and eat.
Right, bro. But that's what it said. That's exactly what it said, man. Make sure you do that. Make sure you these are kind of rules. These are just some tools that you can keep with you and keep in mind. You know what I'm saying? A person offer you a piece of gum, take the gum. You might not eat the gum. Take it. They offered it to you. They might not have had nothing to offer to nobody in a while. You might give them stuff all the time. They might want to repay you even as small as a piece of gum. Take it. Put it in your pocket. You know what I'm saying? Just don't forget it when you wash clothes.
Go down. Then you don't take that piece of gum. You go probably like 30 minutes, 45 minutes later. Somebody tell you, oh yeah, your breath kicking.
Well, I got a piece of gum.
I got a piece of gum.
But it came through for me. You know what I'm saying? But when it got to 8, and it said when you enter into a town and you are welcome, eat what is set down in front of you, heal the sick people that are there, and tell them that Yah's kingdom
Mm-hmm.
is near you. Then when it got to 10, it said, but what if you enter a town and you are not welcome?
Mm-hmm.
Then go into the streets and say, we wipe off even the streets. We wipe off even the dust of our town, of your town, that sticks on our feet.
Mm-hmm.
Now you being a martyr. See what I'm saying? We wipe off it. Man, look, we're gonna wipe this stuff. And this is showing how much God isn't pleased with them. Y'all ain't pleased with you. I'm wiping the dust off of your
Well, you
town
don't
off
want
my
the
feet.
dirt. You hear me? I don't even want the dirt on the bottom of your feet.
So this is telling you, man,
Yeah.
it's certain situations where you gotta unadd yourself. You gotta get that off of you, bro. Don't give up. That don't mean give up completely on the town, but you gotta let them know, man. Hey, the Most High ain't pleased with this, bro,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm not gonna be a part of it. I'm wiping it off me.
Hey, imagine the amount of cities today, bro, need that dust off the bottom of their feet. You know what I'm saying?
Man, what you talking about?
We probably won't have a lot of places to go to. We'll probably be out.
Man, isolated.
We'll be out in the wilderness again.
Isolated.
That was a good one right there, though.
That thing hard, ain't it, bro?
Yeah, that was real good.
What you
And
got? You got something you want to talk on?
Let's see. I was gonna bring out because I ain't talk about it last time. Talk about how the Israelites died,
Mm-hmm.
or the disciples,
Mm-hmm.
and let me bring that out. So let's start with Peter. I don't have nothing to pull up, but I'm gonna just talk about it for a little while. Peter said Peter was crucified upside down, and as he didn't feel worthy of dying the exact same way Christ died. Yeah, Andrew was crucified on an X-shaped cross. Thomas was killed by being stabbed with a spear. They so symbolic too. They all not symbolic. Similar. Philip died a martyr's death, bro, by crucifixion. You hear that?
Mm-hmm.
Matthew died as a martyr in Ethiopia by a sword wound. No folks standing on business. Bartholomew was martyred by being flayed alive and then beheaded. James, the son of Zebedee, James was beheaded by order of King Herod Agrippa of Judea. Agrippa the first of Judea.
Mm-hmm.
Simeon the Zealot. Simeon was martyred by being sawn in half. John was the only disciple to die a natural death. James, son of Alphaeus. James was martyred when preaching in Jerusalem and was stoned to death by the Jews. Thaddeus was beaten to death with a club and then beheaded. Judas died by that's tough. Getting beat first and then they gonna chop you.
Why? But why?
Judas died by hanging himself as the guilt of turning Jesus in was too much for him to handle. I'm gonna stop for a minute on that one, which I think that was the end anyway. But
Mhm.
what you think about that, bro? What you think about Judas? What you think about Judas hanging himself or killing himself because he couldn't bear the thought of him selling out Yahweh Shah? What you think
What
about that?
you gotta understand, it's tough. It was tough for him, and he had no other choice. It was destined for him to do this.
Yes, bro, it was destined. And see, that's where I get confused on why he would kill himself. Which
He
for your
don't. You can't look if you do something that's destined for you to do. That don't take away how you feel when you do it.
yeah, you're right,
That
bro.
don't take away nothing. You still did it. It still hurt. You
But see,
still you
the
hurt
thing
people.
too, bro, it's like the Most High put that in your, you know what I'm saying? The Most High gave you that full whole blueprint, layout, everything, though. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So it's almost like that's I would call that a divine gift or a divine. That was divine. That was from a divine, like straight from. You know what I mean? So to
Ain't no
take
question
that
about it.
is it's just hard for me to see like getting that type of info, which that shows you the power of the Most High. It's so overwhelming. Like sometimes you don't even know how to control your emotions about it. So I always get baffled or just puzzled on like, dang, Judas, you had a blueprint. You knew it was gonna happen. You knew it was going down.
Cold blooded.
You with your Howard shot whole time. But yeah, I that's how the disciples. A lot of them stood on business. That martyr word popped up a lot tonight, didn't it?
I told you, bro. I told you, man. And that's
That,
crazy
that,
because we was just talking about that.
yeah,
We was just talking about that. You gotta stand on something. Spit that swine out your mouth. Stand on business. And if you have to suffer for it, suffer for it. If life get a little bit hard because of it, let it get a little hard because of it. Don't
hmm
overlook things to see the bigger picture. Don't well, I'm gonna deal with this right here just so I can get to this point. No, bro. Hey, take the long road.
yeah.
Take
Ain't
the
nothing wrong
long
with
road.
taking that. Ain't nothing wrong with taking that scenic route. You know what I mean? You get to
Man,
see,
it be a character.
man. You get to see all type of things going that way. You wouldn't have got
It's
to
going
see going a short way. You know what I mean?
for real, bro. It's gonna be a character, man. That's one thing I know for sure.
That's all I got on that, Bruce. Which we coming close up on that hour marker for sure. And unless you got anything else that you want me to bring out or want me to go to in the book, I got I got all me I got all mine for the day and for the night anyway. I always got more, but we're gonna bring that out later. I always have some more material so we can have more material for y'all just
Hey, bro,
to.
did you know that it's an entire religion? It's like a branch of Christianity, and but it's based on Judas. Their whole outlook of religion is based on Judas.
Is it Judaism?
No, definitely not.
It's not.
No,
So when you say Jew, what do you mean by that?
Judas.
Judas. Oh, Judas. Oh, I ain't hear you say Judas,
They're
bro.
based on Judas, the one that
No,
betrayed Yahweh Shah. They
I didn't
base
know
their
that.
whole religion is based off of him.
I didn't
They
know that.
think that he is very, 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 very important. And I'm not saying that he wasn't important. He's an important piece, but we can't base an entire religion just off
Yeah,
what?
that's idolatry a little bit, ain't it, man?
Man,
A lot
that
of bit,
is
a lot of bit.
ridiculous. That's ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
That's what that is. That's ridiculous.
but see, that's how I feel about Mary Magdalene.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel the same. I feel the same way. It's
Mary
like
Magdalene, she played a major part
she
in a
did.
lot of things. She was there the day that the other Mary came upon the tomb and found that the son of the Most High was gone.
Hmm.
And the fact that she was painted out of the Last Supper, well, what? What? Why? Who gave who the right to do that?
And then y'all got Caesar Borgia on there, man. So
This is ridiculous, man. This is ridiculous. Out of all the people to choose to turn to Jesus, y'all choose the homosexual Edomite.
ain't nobody read no Bible script.
What?
Oh man,
What?
I want to bring that script out. Let me find it.
It be pamphlets in the church that's passed out with pictures of him on it.
I want to bring that script out for y'all.
I done probably color the coloring page with white Jesus on it in Vacation Bible School growing up.
Did you color on black, bro?
I did. But and I'm gonna tell you, it wasn't because I knew the scripture, because nobody read the scripture to me. Nobody broke it down to me, even when they did read it. Nobody said, hey, he's a quote unquote black man.
Yeah.
Nobody explained these things to me when I was going to church. Who do I blame for that? Who do I blame for it taking me this long to get my house in order? Who do I blame for that?
That's gonna be an ancestral. That's gonna be ancestral,
So
bro.
it's a group effort.
Yeah, for sure.
You gotta blame everybody.
Hmm.
Everybody that came before me has some of the blame to do with the fact that I did not know the Bible. And we don't know the Bible. That's why we read stuff today that we hadn't even heard of.
Well,
I'm like,
how many people you think heard of that sword being over Jerusalem like that? You know what I mean?
not very many.
I'm gonna bring
Not
out
very many at all.
this Revelation chapter 1 verse 14. It said his head and his hairs was like wool, as white as snow, and his
Mm-hmm.
eyes were as a flame of fire,
Mm-hmm.
and his feet was unto fine brass, as
Mm-hmm.
if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. Bro, you get burnt up in a furnace, you ain't gonna turn white, bro.
Right.
Or pink or purple, or it's gonna be a burnt. It's
You
gonna be a
burn you can burn some white rice in the furnace and it's gonna turn black.
so no, their eyes were as a flame of fire, man.
Mm-hmm. That's how he gonna be angry.
Mm.
He gonna be mad when he come back. The Most High gonna come back, man, with a vengeance, bro. With a sword in his hand, and he gonna come back to destroy.
Hmm.
Not with butterflies flying around his head and rosy red cheeks like Saint Nicholas. He coming with a sword in his hand. He coming to destroy it, man. Because there's so many people ignoring what they supposed to be doing, and there's so many people pretending that they doing what they supposed to be doing, and it's all making him mad.
Hmm.
And just because he don't get to say in your ear, you know I'm getting mad. We continue to do it. We continue to do it. And that's we gotta pay attention to that, bro. We gotta pay attention to the detail because the scripture said we gotta believe on him the way that the scripture described him. We gotta believe on him and not just him, but we gotta eat not just bread, but every word. We gotta eat every word, man. He gonna give us opportunity to get ourselves right, bro. And by that, what I'm saying is he gonna place people in your life that say something to you. He gonna place people in your life that mention, hey man, you know it's a Sabbath, bro. You know we shouldn't buy nothing this day. You know we should. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember bringing up that sea moss to some brothers. Like, hey man, look, you know, it said we only eat of the waters and of the sea. These are the living things. They gotta have fins and scales. And I was just like, you know, sea moss is a living thing. We shouldn't eat it. Man, there's so many excuses come about. One brother said, well, I already ordered some sea moss, so I'm gonna finish it on off. Huh? I already got something at the house, so I'm just after this, I'm just gonna finish this off and then bro, do you hear what you're saying? Come on, bro. Throw it in the garbage, man. What you spent on it, I'll get to you. Cause you making an excuse.
You a good man, bro. He said what you spent on, I'll give it to you.
You making an excuse. Throw that away, man. It don't make sense for us to make all these different excuses when now is the time. Now is the time for us to get right, man. It ain't that I'm a good man. It's just prayer. Man, I love our people and I want as many as possible to go there, to make it. It's tough already. I just want to make it easy. Put training wheels on it for you. That's all I'm trying to do, man. That's all I'm trying to do. I don't ask no question. Hey, when the Israelites tell me they need something, they're here. I don't ask no question. I know it's hard. It's hard on me right now while I'm giving this to you. But and it get frustrating sometimes. I be trying to figure out what did I do wrong? What law did I not follow this week? What's going on? Why did I get this stumbling block? I'm just trying to provide. I'm just trying to do what's right. I had to pray on it. And after a while, I don't even be frustrated. But I used to let it bother me. I used to let stuff bother me, man, and I couldn't shake it off of me. But I'm getting better. The Most High with me. He helping me out. He know I need help. He gave me my rib. He gave me some understanding. I know it'll get better tomorrow. I just gotta, tough it out. Tough it out. It's gonna get a little bit better. Gotta tough it out. You know what I'm saying? If Job can make it, I can make it. This ain't nothing.
Yeah, you ain't got ate up by no fish, bro.
Man, if Jonah can make it, I can make it. I can make it, man. I'm telling you, bro, the Most High do things, and He working in ways that we can't calculate. We just gotta trust it. We gotta trust it. I had ordered this one of these Bibles that I use the most, more than any Bible. I had ordered it for another brother because he said he has trouble getting a good understanding out of the regular King James version. He said the way it's written, bro, he said it throw me out sometimes. So I ordered him this particular Bible that I use, a different translation. Ordered it for him. Soon as it got in, I heard nothing else from him. Like no more talking, no more inboxing, no more asking about scripture, no more want to talk about lesson, don't even want to talk about the Bible no more. Back to regular, I'm in the streets, I'm back to doing me. And when I got the Bible, I got to reading, and I'm just like, I need this. I need this. If not for that brother, I wouldn't have ordered this. I need this. But I couldn't have
That's a
calculated that
good
like that. I
that's
couldn't
a good
have.
online Bible. This that I just ran across, which I seen
Yeah.
it before on past past lessons that the brothers have. But
Uh-huh.
I typed it in. I said, oh okay, this the one. It's actually pretty good. It's actually not bad, especially for if you're on the go, you ain't got your sword with you.
That's right. That's
That's why
right.
we got all access now. We don't have it ain't like it used to be.
Hey,
We should, back
the age of
then we had
information.
Bibles everywhere, bro. We had Bibles everywhere
Everywhere.
back then,
Everywhere.
and they
Didn't
was
nobody pick when
KJV.
nobody picking them up though.
Yep.
Bro, I remember taking the Bible to church. I remember my mom had this big, thick Bible. She took it to church but she only read the passages that
The
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 pastor
pastor.
pointed out to
Yeah.
her.
Mhm. Mm,
I never, and she went every Sunday, a
yeah.
lot of Wednesdays, some Saturdays. Never read on our own. Never just cracked. I can't think of one time where she just cracked it open, sit us all around, cracked it open, and just said, "Hey, look, let me read something. Read this right here that ain't nobody pointed out to me. I'm gonna pick. I
Mhm.
choose this to read." Everything that was read to us was something that was pointed out to us from another person. And this falls under the whole concept of we ought to obey God rather than man.
Mhm.
We can't just go with what everybody tell us. We can't just hey, yeah, they pointed this out. I'm gonna tell well, that's a good scripture he pointed. Man, go get the context of it. Let's read before that. Go and just crack it open. Man, never in my whole life have I ever been read to randomly. Just I'm just gonna choose this and just read this and just get an understanding of it.
Yeah, I can't recall the time that I have either though.
It's tough, man. It's tough,
But like you said, we in the information age now, so man, it is
right?
so ignorant to be
No, it's no
ignorant.
excuses.
It's ignorant to be ignorant now.
It don't go together, bro.
We got Chat GPT, you got the Google Lord, you got all these other things that's gonna lead you to the most high. Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
It just don't make no sense, man. Things that people do don't make no sense to me, and I don't know if it will ever make sense to me because you know what I'm saying. We so stuck. We so stuck. We need to get out. We need to get out.
I blame
But
the music though.
man, I blame the world in general. I blame this captivity. I
Yeah.
blame the ones that captured us and the ones that have been captured. I blame them all. I blame them all
Hmm.
because you know what I'm saying. The mind has been so diluted that when I tell you the truth, it scares you. Like what? That don't even make sense. That don't sound right,
They ain't in the Bible.
man. I be like, hey, the Most High God hates some people. What? Why would He make them? Hey, look, He hated them before they were born. But what? He hated them before they were born. I be trying to explain it, man. Somebody recently said to me this week, I was explaining them some things, and I was like, I said, you think the Most High God did that? And they quote unquote, they said, well, it's hard for me to think that He did that because of what He stands for. You don't know what He stands for.
Well, it say in the Bible somewhere, I don't know. I am the God of good and evil. You hear me?
Ah, I created all this, light
Created
and
all it,
dark.
light and dark, for sure.
I give life and brain death. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I heal and kill.
Kill, yep. We just read that last listening.
That's right, man. I'm the creator of all things. And he also said, don't nothing happen
Hmm.
without me knowing it. Anything that happened, I did. Boy, had nobody people don't pay attention that when the when the devil himself decided to mess with Job, boy, he
Mhm.
had to ask for permission.
Whole time.
Boy, you had to ask
He
for
told,
permission.
he told him, you can do everything, but don't touch that man.
He gave him rules.
Don't touch that man.
Give you these rules. So even the devil know better, but we don't.
That's
Come
a
on,
good
man.
one right there, bro.
Come
Even
on.
even the devil know better. But
We just do what we want to do. He asked for permission, but we do what we want to do. Who worse?
yeah,
Who worse? Just don't make no sense, bro. Just don't make no sense. But yeah, I think we hit on something with that, with especially with Naaman, Gehazi, and Elisha the prophet.
yeah.
That's a good story to. I want us to. We did do some homework on that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
What else did Elisha the prophet do? If he was doing something like that in that account, what else did he do, bro? What else did he do?
What he do for the Most High to grant him that? You know what I
Cold blooded.
mean?
But also, you know what I'm saying? We also hit with some good things of how to approach a person. Even though it said when you go into a person's house, ask, may
For peace.
this
Mm-hmm.
house
Can
be
I?
blessed with peace.
Yeah.
This also speaks about a person, not just the house, a person in general. You don't just break out a script. Hey, can I hit you with this script? Would you? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because some people just don't want it. And if they don't want it, that's fine. You go, hey, you know
You
they
did your
don't want it now.
Yeah, you did your due diligence.
And that tell you a lot about that person and that character of that person. Now the question you have to ask yourself, do I want to be around somebody that don't want peace? You want some mess then.
Straight chaos.
I don't want that. I don't want confusion. I want peace. I'm searching for peace, bro. Peace is important.
You say that a lot though. Peace is important. That's one of your lines right there.
I say it all the time, bro.
Peace is important.
It is, bro. That's why I live like I live. That's why I
Yeah.
use my back door instead of my front door.
All right.
Listen to what I just said.
You said it now. I seen it. I seen
You know for a fact. I don't use my front door. Because peace is important. Soon as you go out the front door, hey, howdy ho, neighbor.
it.
Oh no.
I
know
seen
you.
you coming. Hey, I seen you coming out.
Look here, boy. Let me tell you. Hey, QU riding down the street. I ain't know who it was. Boy, I ain't know who it was. I'm getting out my truck. Boy, I see the car turning around down there by me here. Boy, I like, what they turning around? Boy, I start trotting. Boy, he rolled the window down. Don't run in the house. Well, hey, look, I'm finna go. I don't know who that, but he had to roll the window down. And they said, don't run in the house. Well, I'm gone. But that let me know whoever it is know me because you know I'm finna get on down. I don't care if you saw me, you can knock on the door, I ain't coming to the door.
I ain't gonna come to the door, huh?
Peace is important. Not opening the door because your problems coming in. On the movie Sinners, where they kept asking them, hey, let me in. What? I ain't letting you in here. You got to be invited in. The sin got to be invited in. The trouble got to be invited in, bro.
You right, bro.
Peace is important. I ain't inviting it in.
You talking that talk right now. You
I ain't
gotta
opening
invite
the
it.
door.
You gotta
I ain't
invite
opening the door.
it
I ain't opening the door, bro.
What you say, crazy about
Crazy, every time I use the front door, somebody blow the horn.
Oh man.
They just being real.
Hey, at least y'all got them back though. Hey, like me, man, you only got
Well, you got a little side though. You got a little side though.
Yeah, got the
You
little side though.
you better start creeping out that thing.
Yeah.
That means one side can't see you.
Mm-hmm.
Coming from one direction can't see you. I'm just saying. Start using that thing.
Peace is important though. You right, bro.
Peace is important. That's just something to marinate on, man. So sometimes the people that you like being around, just because you like being around them, that ain't enough, bro. You might not even realize that it's causing you your peace. Now they fun to be around, great characters. There's a lot of benefits from it. You gain. It's good to have somebody to help. Hey, but sometimes that ain't enough. It could be damaging your walk without you knowing it. It could be damaging
Bro,
your walk without
I
you
know you
knowing
got
it.
that song, bro. You ain't got my song on here, bro. The walk,
That walk
what's that?
away.
Walk away, yeah, that's my tune, bro. That'll be a good closing one tonight, man.
Man. All right, let me. But yeah, like I was saying, for everybody need to keep that in mind. How important peace is, having peace, and being the peace in someone else's life.
Yeah, that's important too, bro. Being somebody else's piece, because a lot of people be needing just a piece of peace.
Yep,
You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Because
right,
like
bro.
you said, everybody so used to chaos, or everybody love to be in the midst of chaos
Accustomed to it,
to the point where,
even if you
bro,
don't
did I
like
tell
it,
you?
you just used to it, bro. What you finna say?
Did I tell you they got this term now called black fatigue? Have we talked about that?
I don't think so.
Bro, black fatigue is being tired of quote unquote black culture or black
Ah,
tradition
yeah,
or just
yeah,
black people in
yeah. We
general.
did. We talked about this.
And to me,
How could
bro,
you
that
ever
is
get
so
tired of that?
like what about what about white fatigue? What about pink fatigue, purple fatigue? What about this?
The crazy thing about that is Edomite culture was taken from another culture. So how could you have black fatigue but not be tired of the same people that stole the same thing that you tired of?
Mm,
Does that make sense?
for sure.
Come on, bro. You tired of the originator but not the imposter?
Mm.
That just don't make sense to me, man.
Knowing if it wasn't such a thing as black fatigue, it'll just be so it'll be nothing going. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, we the
Nothing
salt of the
going.
earth. Well,
Yeah.
Quay showed me a status the other day. It said I seen some Edomites barbecuing. I ain't smell no season. I ain't
A little
smell no
salt
season.
pepper,
Come
a
on,
little
man.
salt pepper, bro.
We the salt of the earth, man. We the salt of the earth, man. We get this thing flavor, bro. So you get black fatigue, you got everything fatigue, cause that's where everything came from.
Yeah.
Everything came from. But if you give us a chance, you give me and Dog a chance, we're gonna turn a lot of things around.
Oh, we finna turn this thing all the way around. Cause this a turnaround.
That's what it is, bro. You see what Quay
White
said?
tea fatigue. Yeah, I see now. White tea fatigue. So we possibly could have we possibly could have started the whole fatigue thing,
That's
and
crazy.
they just trying to turn it around. I get it now. I get it now. I see what y'all trying to do.
That's what they do. But
That's
which
the
one
that's
which one gonna catch on though?
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That one gonna be okay. Boy said I seen my Edomite neighbors barbecuing and I ain't smell nothing. How?
Yeah, that's why. No charcoal, no nothing, no
No
nothing.
flavor. No flavor. They out there with
They had a gas grill, bro.
with tofu on it.
Mm.
Charbroiled tofu. They gonna charbroil it because they like cook with the
Oh,
flame too.
what is tofu? What is that?
Nothing. It's nothing. I seen vegan okra the other day. Bro, come
Yeah.
on, man. Yeah, okra already a vegetable.
Yeah.
How can you
Yeah. Vegan
veganize
okra.
okra? It's at
Yeah,
some
we
point we
cook,
gotta
bro.
stop. We gotta stop this.
We cook, bro. Yeah, that's
Somebody said
so
tofu is delicious.
vegan vegetable. Oh yeah. What's up, Jordan? Oh, you
Hey,
know
look,
Jordan?
I can't say tofu ain't delicious because I had ate it.
Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you though, you gotta put a lot to it, bro. It's not
If it's prepped right, then okay. Because preparation is everything. We know this, right? Everybody know
mhm.
preparation is everything. So I ain't gonna say it ain't. I ain't gonna say it ain't good, but I know it ain't nothing but soybeans and water. This I know for a fact.
The soybeans.
That's what it is.
Oh, we wrapping it on up. I am the Jordan getting ready for the next day, huh?
Yeah.
The transition.
For the one that just coming in, man, y'all go back and watch this thing from the front. We hear some great stuff, man.
Yeah. Oh, I already know. I already know.
Boy, you got some seasoning. You got
I
some seasoning in
already
your.
know. Good seasonings too.
And that's what's
I
important.
learned a lot. I learned a lot from Miss Jordan.
That's what's
She
important.
definitely a chef for sure.
That's what's important. Like I said, so I know she agree with what I'm saying. If you season it, if it prep right, that thing gonna hit. Ha! It ain't for everybody. Your mama don't
Yeah.
know. Hey, your mama didn't know how to cook tofu. Take that in consideration. We got some TikTok chefs out there. I'm gonna tell you what else we got. We got TikTok religion. I know everybody don't
Yeah, yeah.
understand. Everybody don't want to
Yeah.
hear that. What's some TikTok religion out there? Hey, a person to watch a TikTok video and try to explain something to me. Huh? I was just telling you this the other day. I was just telling you this the other day. Now you watch a TikTok video. Now you hey, that TikTok religion is real. It's real. And when it comes to TikTok, just like all other social media, bro, sometimes it's hard to determine what's real and what's there for views. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Certain things will
That
be
clip.
said or done just for views, bro. It might
A
not even
lot
be
of
no
people like
fact to it.
that clip forming, man. They want to clip form everything to death nowadays.
That's right.
Everything getting clipped.
That's right, bro.
Everything. They gonna clip a clip.
Man, that's ridiculous right there.
Hey, they gonna have a reaction video to somebody else reacting to a video.
And they do it. They do it. And it's not even
Yeah,
just be
a
used to it.
reaction to a reaction.
Yeah, get used to it, man. But yeah, me and Dart, we going on again tomorrow. What time we going on? What time we gonna come on tomorrow, bro?
We try to get a little earlier, but we just let the spirit move and decide for real.
Yeah,
But we
we're gonna have it posted early, you know what I'm saying? So y'all like, share, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Hit the notification button so that when we come on, you'll be able to jump on here and give us that input, man. Let us know what
yeah,
you know what I'm
we
saying.
definitely the input. We always need input, need
Hey,
some,
I
input.
never knew tofu was delicious, George.
Hmm. Hmm.
So, we need that type of input. We need that type of input. You know what I'm saying? But y'all know our motto. We ain't just want to watch the world rotate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're gonna turn that thing
We're
around,
gonna turn
man.
that thing around, man. And that's the objective. I want try to turn you around. You help me turn around. If you know another brother or sister that needs some help, turn around, man.
Yeah.
I know that seems like a weird thing now. It's kind of uncomfortable to talk about helping people. It's kind of uncomfortable to bring to someone's attention what the Most High God wants you to do, the laws we should follow. I know it, as crazy as it sounds, for some people, that's just, they don't want to hear that. Some people, they're gonna look at you funny. And what's wrong with you? What you mean? Bro, look, this is how I live now. I just want to share this with you. So, you know, let's just try to share it with as many people as possible, man. Let's see who are we can just, maybe we can open their mind and see some things from a different direction. You said you want me to take you out with that track, bro.
Yeah, you know, bro.
Y'all know what it is, man. Y'all know what it is. I'm God's hand that's dark, man. This the turnaround.
Yeah. It's definitely the turnaround.
Y'all tune in tomorrow, bro.
JP.
My junk right here, man.
From the world to the word, I was with you every step of the way. Even days when you threw it in my face that you was greater and at a faster pace. I took that to the chin, manned up and strengthened my faith. And when I finally got on your level, you still pushed me away. Told me I was being led astray. You see the Most High pushing me past you, yet there's nothing to say. Next subject, even in public, I face the disgrace of your pride telling you what's right, yet you resent me inside like I never helped you, told you nothing but lies.
I'll make sure y'all go catch that album, man. You know what I'm saying?
Since I cried knowing you chose the
y'all saying topic on YouTube.
Yeah.
Never thought me taking righteousness.
This thing is up everywhere. It's on all platforms right now. This song called Walk Away on the Check the Bio album.
How can me following the laws make you run away? I don't even ask you how you feel, I know what you gonna say. I thought my relationship with y'all would make you wanna stay. But it ain't nothing you can do if they wanna leave. Sometimes you gotta make some room just so you can breathe. He gon' send us a sign, it's up to you to receive him. He levels the law, but you refuse to believe him. Feel like I started loving God and they stopped loving me. How can me following the laws make you run away? I don't even ask you how you feel, I know what you gonna say. I thought my relationship with y'all would make you wanna stay. But it ain't nothing you can do if they wanna leave. Sometimes you gotta make some room just so you can breathe. He gon' send us a sign, it's up to you to receive him. He levels the law, but you refuse to believe him.
I'm trying to walk as one that walks on water, that's metaphoric. And leave a legacy for my seed to follow, that's historic. And stomp like a Maccabees in the time of the Greeks, and that's heroic. I don't want to just talk about being a man of the Lord, I want to show it. And when I changed up, they changed on me. So they walked away, turned out that they was all phony. So they couldn't stay. When I was down and out and feeling lonely, it was plain as day. He was right there with his bootstrap to lead the way. Some people put into my life just for a season. They've been wanting to walk away, they just needed a reason. So because I'm keeping laws, you committed treason. Thank the Ruach for showing me that I didn't need it. Now you're on the outside looking in like you went to shopping. Every time my name mentioned, now your jaw popping. I open up the book when I need my sword shopping. Crying out to the Most High when I need a soul washing.
Feel like I started loving God and they stopped loving me. How can me following the laws make you run away? I don't even ask you how you feel, I know what you gonna say. I thought my relationship with y'all would make you wanna stay. But it ain't nothing you can do if they wanna leave. Sometimes you gotta make some room just so you can breathe. He gon' send us a sign, it's up to you to receive him. He levels the law, but you refuse to believe him. Feel like I started loving God and they stopped loving me. How can me following the laws make you run away? I don't even ask you how you feel, I know what you're gonna say. I thought my relationship with y'all would make you wanna stay. But it ain't nothing you can do if they wanna leave. Sometimes you
It's
gotta
a hit, bro.
Fire, bro.
They left me out to dry, but I'm a cactus, so I'm used to being stuck. Thought our friendship was forever, I found out it was corrupt. When it really started going down, you find out what's up. Start speaking the truth, now me and my mama don't talk as much. I thought we was for life, red call, riding for the cause. But you stop following the plan when I start following the law. I thought you were my dog, turned out the whole time it was a fraud. I ain't asked for a standing ovation, but I thought at least you would applaud. Deep prosthetic friend would have never left, I'd have never found this great team. Always been a kickstand, no matter which way I may lean. And it get better no matter how the weather may seem. Said if they hate me, remember they hated him first, jump 15, 18. True for lonely walk, you gotta make sure that you happy with yourself. Cause even if it's convenient for them, a lot of niggas that ain't gon' help. Family turn their back on me, I never forget how that shit felt. Life is ambidextrous, as soon as I got right, they all left. See, like I started loving God and they stopped loving me. How can me following the laws make you run away? I don't even ask you how you feel, I know what you gonna say. I thought my relationship with y'all would make you wanna stay. But it ain't nothing you can do if they wanna leave. Sometimes Sometimes he gotta make some room just so you can breathe. He gon' send us the signs, it's up to you to receive them. He levels the laws, but you refuse to believe him. Feel like I saw another God and they stop loving me. How can me fall in the laws make you run away? Don't even act
Yeah, that's it right there. That's my junk right there, bro. Quay, I'm trying to tell you.
She feel that jump. She can relate. You can relate to that thing, man.